makes his main stage TV debut as a fully fledged PDC player.
And already a winner. Won one of the UK Open qualifiers.
Outside the 25. And that's a 25.
So Bunting will get us underway. The crowd has stayed. The crowd, no doubt, still stunned, as we all were, by Philip Taylor's defeat earlier against the 22-year-old from Nottinghamshire, Aidan Kirk.
93.
Bunting will want to put on a show to round off the first day of what's been
fascinating.
Yeah. Well, talk about putting on a show. Kevin Dowling.
180 average.
95.
He can play, that's for
very
sure.
Good player. Does well locally.
44.
I remember having against a rampant Taylor, a very sobering experience on the main stage at the UK Open. It may have been last year. He was whitewashed 9-0 by Taylor, and that's what determined that he'll put on a better show here. Here he goes again.
140.
Good leg, excellent leg of darts.
Kevin Uruguay
137 coming in, maybe.
Treble 19 to set it up.
59. Stevie Uruguay 155.
Always gives the impression of playing with a smile on his face, but it's determination, isn't it, Bunting?
Kevin Uruguay 78.
Yeah, very experienced player. I can remember him way back when he'd been BDO Youth Player of the Year and travelling around with his dad, and he was extremely proud.
53.
Yeah, he's been around a long while.
But despite the 180 from Dowling, Bunting here should have 2 darts to win the opening leg. 2 darts at tops. Oh, that was snatched, double 10. Lovely dart, lovely dart.
Stephen Bunting.
I remember when he won at Lakeside.
Game on.
It came on the double 10 time and time and time again. He missed tops, but double 10 was very, very good for him.
100.
As it was there. Real character, excellent darts player. Lives in St Helens these days.
97.
Dave Chisnall, another St Helens darter, a winner on the opening night in a tight game against Justin Pipe.
Yep, the draw's going to be interesting. That's coming up after this match.
100.
Everybody in the pot. Open draw.
A lot of players pointing the finger at you and Mr. Warrener after the draw.
26.
I've apologized. As many of the lads I've seen that are still in it, I've apologised already.
Good idea.
I had hoped to pull out Taylor versus Van Gerwen, but it's not going to happen.
60.
But yeah, Bunting, twice World Masters champ in consecutive years, beating O'Shea and James Wilson. And then,
100.
in the end, a convincing winner at the Lakeside.
Joins an elite club of Winmar World Masters and BDO World Championship winners.
Beat Alan Norris in the final.
26.
And then very much signalled his intentions,
76.
didn't he, in the PDC with that victory in the second of 6 UK Open qualifiers at Wigan. Beating the likes of Terry Jenkins and Nicholson and Beaton, Wayne Jones along the way. Eventually won a last leg decider against Andrew Gilding.
99.
I think he had a big
Gilding
finish.
was the giant killer that
Yeah,
day.
there was a big finish, I think, in there as well in the mix for Stephen Bunting to win it. Andrew Gilding, by the way,
58.
we will see on Saturday.
Eventually.
He's got a buy through because, of course, Wes Newton Had to withdraw from the tournament through illness. So Andrew Gilding, his opponent, got a walkover, a bye through to the last 32.
Easiest £3 he'll ever earn, minimum.
88. Can you acquire 40?
One apiece. Not quite caught fire, this one yet.
Gibbs on the second
Double
leg.
ten's popular.
Double 10 wins the opening leg for
Third leg is
Bunting.
Stephen to throw
Double
first.
10
Game on.
wins the second leg for Dowling. We talked about the big names through, the likes of Van Gerwen and Wright and Lewis and Wade and Barneveld and
139.
Anderson and Hamilton and the Highbrecht brothers. Go on and on. There's also some dangerous players in there who are perhaps not so well known. Joe Mernon,
59.
Nigel Hayden, young David Pallett, who took out
That was
121
an
on the
incredible
ball.
game against
Kevin McDine. That's correct. So
100.
it's going to be an intriguing draw. What about Simon Stevenson from the West Country? A Riley's qualifier. He's come here, he's won 3 games today, and he's in the last 32. Talking about threes, there's a second maximum for Kevin Dowling. He looks at home.
I watched Stevenson's first game against a good friend of mine, Ian Jones.
98.
He was outstanding, absolutely outstanding.
For Plymouth, I think. Look at this again. That's amazing. Kevin Dowling is it back-to-back 180s against the throw. Pressure on Bunting here.
58. Kevin Uruguay 82.
He was so far behind in this leg, but 360.
Oh, look at that, double 16.
Yeah, with 6 darts helps. Double 8 for Dowling.
66.
Close.
Steve Uruguay
Well, is it back-to-back
106.
180s? He's not going to lose the leg, is he? He'll be back.
Kevin Uruguay 16.
To break the throw. Yeah, so Dowling here
Kevin Dowling. Fourth leg
breaks
is Kevin to throw
Stephen
first.
Bunting.
Game on.
Stephen Bunting knows he's in a game here. Well, I was looking at the stats. Look at this. This is incredible. Where on earth has this come from? Where on earth? You tell me. Where has this come from? We know he's a good player.
Yeah,
But I was looking through the stats, you know, and at his tournament, it's sort of last 64, 128, 64, the odd 32, but he's done little or nothing on the circuit. But he's hit 4 180s already.
60.
Yeah, 4 180s. Don't see that very often. He's hit more 180s than he's hit tons.
140.
Beauty of this format, though. No need to panic quite yet. $180s ain't no good if they're sandwiched in between 40 odds. Loads of room.
Yeah, had to be, didn't it? Had to be. That's a great dart. 140 followed by 180, and all of a sudden Bunting is on an 11 darter to break straight back. Good game, this.
100. Steve
A
Newport.
round off day 1. They'll talk about this day for a long time. The demise of Taylor against Aidan Kirk. Double 8 for Bunting.
31.
Oh, he's missed. Oh, 2 darts.
121.
2 chances have come and gone. This would hurt. 121. Of course, needs the treble 17.
Can't do it, so break back.
57. Steve Newport 16. Gibbs on the
gets
ball
there in the
back.
end.
Stephen Bunting.
2 apiece.
Fifth leg is Stephen to throw first.
Throws the
Game
darts hard, doesn't he? Aggressively.
Puts them in there.
Yeah. Only light.
It's interesting listening to the
60.
feedback amongst the players with Taylor's defeat tonight. They were just as shocked as we are, and it's the rumblings of his demise. Is this the time when he does go on the slide? It's interesting. We've seen him before go off the boil at times, but he's always managed to come back and raise the bar.
96.
I'm still undecided.
Well, as I mentioned at the time, I think we don't make any judgments until the end of 2014.
83.
But you know, the thing is about Philip Taylor, you know, he's always making the news, whether he wins or whether he loses. You know,
58.
but that was a stunning upset, pure and simple.
Yeah, lowest ranked player I should imagine he's ever lost to.
Here he goes again. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. A right smile. Yeah,
5 180
I think
in the fifth leg.
He's surprised as well, but it's great to see, good to watch.
41. Kevin Uruguay, 98.
5 180s in the first 5 legs. He's going straight for it.
60.
But I thought with the last dart it would have been worth just splitting it and setting it up, especially with Bunting back on 2-4-6. I think.
Yeah, he should have done it after the treble 20, really.
But after missing with the first dart,
he hits a 140 here and he goes outside inside.
58. Kevin Uruguay,
Not too much
38.
damage. Will he split here?
Yeah, I think so. 6 double 16 should be the shot.
6 for double 16.
6 score.
He'll be back. No finish for Bunting. 180 leaves double 4 though. So it looks like Dowling will go into the break.
92.
3-2 up.
32.
Yep, here he goes. 180s galore. Can he finish the leg? This is an important one. That's a good dart. Squeezes the dart in the double. He knows he was a little lucky at the end, but hey, he's played really well. He deserves to be in front. He's hit 5 180s in the lakeside world. Day that we've seen Phil Taylor on the end of a massive, massive upset. Virtual unknown 22-year-old Aidan Kirk beating Taylor 9-7 earlier tonight. The big names, though, are through to the last 32. The draw for the 4th round will follow the end of this match. Kevin Dowling, 5 180s already.
99.
Dowling, by the way, using Kevin Painter darts. Painter, a winner against Richie Burnett earlier tonight as well.
59.
Yeah, good win that for Kev, which has been in some good form.
Surely not another. Wow, it's incredible. 180 crazy, 6 of them.
I was having a quick chat with Gary Anderson. I think I'm going to get him to do my bets for me, because he was discussing this match and he said, don't rule out Dowling. I wouldn't be shocked if he turned him over.
95.
Well, sometimes it needs the big stage and the bright lights, doesn't it? Big crowd, TV major, to bring the best out of you. Sometimes
100.
on the Pro Tour, where the atmosphere is a little bit more, well, it is a bit more sterile, isn't it? But Dowling is relishing it, reveling in it. 6 180s.
85.
Looking like taking a 4-2 lead against the Lakeside World Champion.
Yeah, I think I said, apart from Gary Anderson,
84.
predicted this at this time after 6 legs to be leading 4-2 with the break.
Double 16.
Clean as a whistle.
Kevin Dowling.
4-2 it is.
Seven-legged Stephen to throw first.
Well, Bunting averaging 82 has got to up his game considerably here. Otherwise, it'll be an early exit for the Lakeside
93.
World Champion. Kevin Dowling, with those 6 180s.
44.
91 average. 6 180s, 2 140s, 3 ton pluses. Bunting, 82 average.
60.
Well, it will be frustrating for Stephen Bunting, because there's no doubt that he was so determined to put on a show which hasn't materialised so far.
40.
Unlucky.
Yeah, wouldn't have played on a stage like this before.
140.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought in front of so many people.
Draw
59.
for the last 32, round 4 to follow the end of this match. That's better. A lot of room here for Bunting.
180.
Rushed the last dart, but he knew it was going in. Found the spot.
Yeah, it's his style.
11 score. Stephen Uruguay 28.
Good stuff though from Dowling. 11 scored maybe, and Bunting wins the leg easy. But Kevin Dowling enjoying this. He's playing with a smile on his face. Good on him.
See Steve there, stands all the way over to the right.
96.
Kevin, a little bit more central. Simple style.
44.
If I'm not mistaken, when he beat Jamie Caven, 5-3 the score earlier today. I think Caven took out 170
First
in the
leg,
end.
170, and then just couldn't finish. Just couldn't hit his doubles. It was a strange match for Jamie, who's himself, he was fancied to go deep in this tournament.
100.
Good, reacts well though, Jamie. He'll go away, regroup, work on a few things, and
170.
How about that? Just hitting the ball because he can. Well, talk about hitting the treble 20. This is amazing. Just amazing. He hits 11, 41, 45, 180, 59, 180, 180. 7 180s.
22.
And it got to Bunting.
Yep.
It got to him.
18 for tops, for 5-3.
57.
Well, when Bunting hit that 170, he must have thought, I've got you, I'm going to level here. Now we need to take out 113 to give us a level game. 7 180s. Oh, that's a poor dart. Made a mess of it.
81. Kevin
So,
Uruguay 20.
Double 10 for 5-3. Double 5. Oh, well thrown. Well thrown, Mr. Dowling.
First one was well inside.
Game on.
Nothing wrong with the double 5.
You can see how it's a strange old game, can't you? Dowling's averaging only 86, despite hitting 7 180s. So there's been some indifferent stuff in between, but he deserves to be ahead. Make no mistake.
95.
Bunting needs to up his game. Otherwise, he's on his way home back to Merseyside.
Yep, he needs to find something.
60.
Disappointing thing for Bunting is that the darts are dropping short for him.
131.
Usually a sign he's a little bit nervous and using a little bit too much of his tricep.
But he was, you know, at the leg side. I mean, I watched quite a bit of that
81.
in January.
Stevie 170.
He just was the best player.
Yeah, and he's been the best. He's been the best player for probably 18 months, 2 years
in the BDO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since his first win-man. I thought Alan Norris was outstanding in this tournament.
133.
He was.
Steve Newbar, 89.
Unfortunately, he just didn't have anything left in the tank for the final.
Double 16. And that's better.
He's on
And
the
that's
9th
better leg
leg. Stephen Bunting.
for Stephen Bunting.
10th leg is Kevin
He's still got a
first.
break.
Game on.
He's got a break twice. But, he'll be hoping here that he can cash in.
I'm just waiting for
66.
Dowling's 8th 180. It's got to come.
Well, Bunting has settled for a third.
140.
Plays with very, very light darts, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The 12 or 13 grams.
Something like that, and they're smooth. There's no grip on them.
60.
He has a very deliberate style.
$97.
Well, they've got a chance to break back here.
$85.
Well, every session sold out, nearly 5,000 for each session.
$39.
It's been a helter-skelter day here at Butlins, hasn't it? And you've been out having a look at the outside boards, and there's some great darts thrown.
Yeah, superb. People living the dream.
44.
Well, but we talked about Simon Stevenson from Plymouth. I mean, that's living the dream. He was a qualifier, and he's in the last 32,
Yeah.
and potentially could draw one of the really,
33.
really big names.
Yeah,
That's what this tournament's all about.
yeah. Given someone that opportunity, could, be the start of their career.
Yeah, and we've seen over the years as well
60.
that it does produce surprise
Yeah.
finalists. Mark Walsh, Colin
Yeah.
Osborne.
Vanderbilt,
Yeah.
did he make a final?
Shane Burgess, very first one, back in 2003.
140.
Good darts, Bunting. And if you are just joining us, the 5 times UK Open champion Phil Taylor out, falling at the first hurdle.
140.
The 22-year-old
Steve
Aidan
Newbar,
Kirk
52.
from Nottinghamshire. Good darts from Dowling. Pressure on Bunting here. Gotta go. Gotta get this. Well,
20.
flicked the dart, and
Kevin
is that a
Newbar,
missed chance, a
46.
missed opportunity? He will feel it should be 5-5. It could be 6-4. Double 8, last dart in hand.
30.
Well, that was a let-off
Newbar,
there for
32.
Bunting.
Yeah, a reprieve, a real reprieve. He knows that. A sigh, composes himself, aims. No,
No score.
well,
Just not happening for him.
no. That's
Kevin
5
Newbar,
darts.
16.
5 darts missed for 5 all. Only himself to blame. Kevin
Games
Dowling
on the
isn't
10th leg.
complaining.
Kevin
He
Dowling.
pinches the leg. He holds through. The lakeside world champion is in a spot of bother. He knows it should be a level game. He has it all to do to survive on day 1 of a dramatic UK Open here in Minehead.
Well, apologies for any offensive signage that might have crept into the shot. I think it's fair to say not everybody's in full control of their faculties downstairs, but whilst those two have a short break, and obviously there's work for Stephen Bunting to do. We've invited Ned, I live in the bowels, Bunting, up to our little eyrie to round up what's been actually quite an evening, obviously not just on the main stage, but elsewhere, not least a little whinge from the Wizard.
Yeah, I think we can put it in the whinge category, can't we? I mean, he's got something of a reputation, Simon Whitlock, of perhaps when it doesn't go his way, not being not being exemplary.
Yeah.
Something like that. And yes, indeed, I mean, he just wasn't in it against Ronnie Huybrechts today. He got off to a bad start, he kind of got back in the game, but in the end, Huybrechts did the damage, and this is the final checkout here, and Whitlock just refuses to shake his hand there. And he walks off claiming that Huybrechts has been bouncing over the floorboards and disturbing him. So, who knows the truth of that, really. Yeah. Great day, though, for the qualifiers, really. Two of them through to the latter stages. This is Paul Hogan checking out 1.52 to beat Benito van den Pas. A wonderful performance from him. Of course, he demolished John Parr earlier on today.
Yes.
And he's enjoying himself, isn't he, Matt? I think that's self-evident.
Very much so.
Simon Stevenson, a huge draw for him. He's a local lad, of course, West Country boy. He beat Rocco Mess from Belgium 9-6, and he goes on as well. He's going to be very dangerous. No one's going to want to face him. And a real heavyweight clash, virtually the last game today. It went all the way to the final. Jelle Klassen, Andy Hamilton in the last leg, and the hammer edging past the Dutchman with a 1-2-4 checkout. Wonderful performance from Andy Hamilton, and who bet against him as well in this tournament?
Well, absolutely, because of the nature of this open draw that we're going to have after this match finally concludes, some of these qualifiers could still find a real path forward to the proper sharp end.
They could do, but you know, the big boys have got their eye on this as well, and I tell you what, a lot of the players have now gone. It's late, they've checked out and they've gone home. Hamilton hasn't. He's down there, he's watching, he's got an eye on the draw, he's very interested in who he's going to face, and he means business. And I think, you know, he's one of those proper old school players, if you like, for whom a tournament like this means an awful lot.
And because of the darts going on here, there and everywhere, we missed the 9-1 win for James Wade, so he's been in, I suppose, modest form by his standards of late, but that bodes well for tomorrow and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, much as we've got these qualifiers going through, we've still got some really big names as well. I mean, Terry Jenkins has breezed through, Mervyn King, all these familiar faces, the kinds of men who are going to relish the challenge as it goes on. And now, of course, you know, with a continuing story of Phil Taylor's, is this a demise, isn't it? You know, he's certainly vulnerable. They're all thinking, well, there's Van Gerwen to deal with, of course, but they're all thinking, yeah, we can have a bit of this.
Let's conclude this one, shall we, as we return to Chris and Stuart.
Thank you, Matt. Stephen Bunting, only himself to blame. It's been a disappointing performance from the Lakeside World Champion. Kevin Dowling, still averaging only mid-80s, despite hitting 7 180s, but that 10th leg could be absolutely crucial,
140.
Pivotal in the outcome of this game, because Bunting missed 5 darts at double 16, and he paid a real heavy price.
121.
But you know, Kevin Dowling just going on his merry way.
Yep, he's not going to complain.
140.
It's a bit disappointing.
Steve just does so many more gears.
He needs to find 1 or 2 of them here.
Quick.
He'll be really disappointed with this.
134.
With the way he's played, with the way he's performed, because it was all set up for him. The moment he's fluffed his lines. Can he rewrite the script in the next 10 or 15 minutes?
131. 83.
Good last dart.
56.
Can't afford to miss this time. He'll switch to tops. He won't go for double 16 this time. Will double 10 come to the rescue again? And it has. That's a big dart again from Bunting.
12 leg, it's Kevin to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he leaves double 16 again by choice after all those misses.
95.
It's difficult though, isn't it? Because there is a certain weight of expectation, I guess, on Bunting's shoulders, because he's a world champion, and he comes over to the PDC with a big reputation.
Multiple major winner. You know, he's already won a PDC ranking event. You know, we give him the key slot. You know, I'm not sure. I'm had time to speak to him. I wonder if he'd like just to played at him one of the outside boards and just quietly went about his business. But you know, he's world champion. He deserves his billing. And he must be feeling a bit of pressure.
99.
And of course, this was originally scheduled for one of the outside boards. Stage 3, I think it was, this match originally scheduled for. Lovely darts.
84.
You might regret that one.
52.
Well, is this the time for a showpiece finish? No is the answer.
87.
So 83.
83.
Bunting is waiting, poised. That's a great dart. That's a great dart. Can he? Last dart in hand again. Oh, he can, you know, he can. He just finds a way. He's averaging 87 for goodness sake, but he's finding a way.
Yeah.
Last dart in hand, and he's won a leg, possibly for the third time in this match.
87 average, 2 away from another shock.
100.
Should have been 5-all for 5 missed darts at double. Bunting only himself to blame, and
60.
Kevin Dowling has just gone about his business.
$100.
I think Bunting may be feeling the pressure of the occasion a little.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Possibly. Yeah, I think so. Maybe a little.
190.
I mean, he's averaging near on 90, which is respectable.
But he comes over to the PDC with a high regard and a reputation to uphold.
Yeah.
75.
And he's hit the ground running. Not happy.
$100. Steve Newbar, 107.
Look at treble 19 first. Yep, good dart.
Interesting. He's left double 16.
Yeah, it was as
75.
But I think once he'd hit the dart, he suddenly thought,
Why have I gone that?
why have I done that?
Why have I gone that way?
Double 16 has been a problem all night for him.
A million miles away that either.
109.
There's pressure.
Steve Newbar, 32.
Well, just can't afford to miss. Can't afford to miss. Well, the game could be up. The game
He looks
could be
under
up.
pressure, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Newbar, 32.
And it's all borne out to the fact that he left double 16 in the first place. No such trouble for Kevin Dowling, who needs one leg to create and cause another upset on the opening day here at the UK Open. Stephen Bunting has missed 15 darts at doubles, but crucially they've all been double 16, double 8, left-hand side of the board. But why, oh why, did he leave double 16 in the first place there?
Like I say, I think as soon as he hit the 18, he thought, what am I doing? You know, I said 10 tops was his shot there, I think. But
And then having done that, having doubted himself, he talked himself out of it, didn't he, with the doubles? Well, no going back. 4 legs to be played. The leg side world champion has to win them all. Otherwise, it's an early exit from his first TV major in the ranks of the Professional Darts Corporation. Oh, Bunting will still believe, and he has to, But is that 180 a third too little too late?
96.
Oh, can Kevin Dowling?
What he'd have done for another one of those 180s at that point.
A 125 would do nicely.
125.
Yeah, bit of pressure on Bunting again here.
Well, he's going to have 2 bites at the trebles here, so he can treble 20 ball. Ball.
Oh, that's more like it. Well, it's easy when you know how. Ball for the bullet. A 128 finish keeps him interested in the tournament. Only just. But all those missed darts at double 16, are they going to cost him his place at this tournament?
3 legs remaining, and he has to win all 3 of them.
Well, Bunting here, favourite to get another leg back.
The blocker. That's the switch successfully.
96.
Yeah, 11 gram, just been informed. Bunting starts. Well, 11.6 and 11 gram due to wear.
96.
Yeah, but 5 missed darts at double in the 10th leg, 4 missed darts at double in the 13th leg.
99.
All but one of them at double 16 and double 8, the other at double 4.
Battling well. How much pressure can Dowling apply to this 130? 140 would do it. Oh, that's unlucky.
100.
But if Bunting can get another leg back, then all of a sudden the pressure switches to his opponent, doesn't it? In this situation. Bullseye again.
105. Kevin Ubar, 164.
Well, for the match. Nope, can't do it now. So Bunting will be back for 25. He should go 5 double 10. Well, but I bet you he goes 9 double 8.
Senior Ubar, 25.
Well, he double 1 he needs now. Oh, well, he got there in the end, all round the board to take out 25 on double 1, but he won the leg, and that's all that matters. Well, he was 8-5 down, 2 down, 2 to go, and all of a sudden, as we mentioned, the pressure will switch to his opponent here.
83.
Yeah, 8-5, you're thinking, oh well, it's not my day. Pressure goes off, and you tend to play your natural game.
97.
Well, the only time that Bunting has been ahead in this match was the very first leg. If he's ahead again after the very last leg, he won't be complaining.
100.
He was put away by Kevin Dowling's power scoring early on. 60 won't cut it, not good enough. So can Kevin Dowling, with the Kevin Painter darts, beat the Lakeside world champ? And is he thinking too much about the finishing post? No pressure.
96.
Important last dart though. Yeah, good adjustment from Dowling.
122.
Oh, super.
Needs a 140, that's a blocker.
Yeah.
That's a blocker. That was the worst possible first dart.
6 darts at 136.
Well, that was that. We've just seen 2 really ordinary visits from Stephen Bunting. Is it the end for him? Yeah, that'll do. Thank you very much to lead double 18.
3 clear darts when he comes back.
Only himself to blame.
41.
Only himself to blame, and take nothing away from Kevin Dowling. To go into the last 32, the double 9 to beat the Lakeside World Champion.
18.
3 match darts. But you know, Bunting's last 9 darts have been so poor. If he kept better order, he may have had a better chance. Needs a miracle throw. That's the first part. Oh, that's the second part. 151. That is just amazing. That is why he is a world champion. That is why he won at the Lakeside from absolutely nowhere. I said he needed a miracle throw. Well, he produced it. A 151 to force a deciding leg.
Dowling just looks like he's dropped a tenner and found a pound.
But only 58. You'd have thought the adrenaline would have been pumping. Bunting would have been buzzing after that.
That is what the problem is. Too much adrenaline.
Yeah.
100.
What a shot to force a deciding leg from 8-5 down. But again, dropped short. Good adjustment.
96.
Unlucky not to get more there.
Draw to follow for the 4th round, the last 32. What a time this would be. What a time this would be to hit an 8th 180.
140.
That'll do though. That'll do nicely. Ton 40 in control of this deciding leg against the darts. But for how long? But for how long?
100.
Amazing.
Great timing.
This in a way is a fitting finale to what's been a quite incredible day of darts.
Sums up the game, this.
81. Stephen Uruguay 167.
167. May go for the ball. Oh, he did.
127.
He did. He's left tops to win the match from 8-5 down. Well, that 151 is as good as you will see in any match in the circumstances.
Yeah, tremendous.
And he's earned the right. I've got to smell. Take a bow, Stephen Bunting.
40.
Take a bow, son, especially if you can hit this. Tops for a place in the last 32. What a recovery. What a recovery from 8-5 down. He's won 4 consecutive legs to beat Kevin Dowling. A stunning win for the Lakeside World Champion, who takes his place in the draw for the last 32. And that draw is coming up very soon.